GMOs are just another lie of science and man attempting to play God. There is no such thing as GMOs, and the reaction is the result of the agenda. You will see at these government staged and organised protests regarding anti-GMOs, and the Monsanto fear-mongering lie is a big push towards the organic industry. That's all it is. And you can see this is what they are trying to achieve, so they create the problem and bring in the solution. And it's just a money racketing scam and one big giant hoax. And of course this ties into the IVF lie, the test tube baby garbage, which is just another CGI hoax. And all these fertility clinics are just giant houses of cards. You will never see a baby in a test tube. You don't get to see the process. It's nothing more than artificial insemination and punking of the applicants who choose to get IVF. Okay, you might not be able to have a baby for a while for who knows what reasons. Okay, a baby is clearly just a blessing in some cases. Now, this then snowballs into the latest cloning scam. Okay, they'll show you pictures of Dolly the sheep and sheep and lambs growing outside the womb in plastic bags. It's all Photoshop nonsense that appears in newspapers, and it's propaganda to promote the lies of science. And they want you to think they have all this technology and they're all powerful, and you don't understand it. When you will see them talk lately about artificial meat that much like the artificial limbs that they're growing and all this bullshit that's not going to be ready for the year 3000, about the same time they get to Mars. Okay, science is a giant CGI lie, just like astrology. Biology is the same thing. Alright, it's just a giant video game that involves a lot of duped people. And like you would see Aaron Dovers say, he even pursued the career of a scientist and realised it was just all mumbo jumbo garbage. Okay, one lie goes into another lie, and there's no such thing as cloning, and there's no such thing as test tube babies. The main agenda is these clowns just attempting to play God and cause all this fear mongering. That's all it simply is, and people really need to see this and learn to trust their own bodies instead of getting led into all these clinics and always assuming there's something wrong with them, and GMOs cause cancer, which is another lie, the cancer lie. So they bring in a lie to justify another lie. And you'll see at their stage protests, if you look it up, what I'm talking about. And all these shills going on about all this fake food and these... I read an article today saying they use these IVF children in false flags and all this bullshit, alright? So they're not real people, they're just made in labs, and where there's smoke, there's fire, and science in general just needs to come crumbling down for the giant cartoon that it is.